Hey guys, Chris Funk here, and I want to talk to you a minute about paddles. Now, like a lot of folks, I bought my first kayak, spent a lot of money on my first kayak, and then went out and tried to find the cheapest paddle that I could find. I paddled with it. It did okay. It moved the boat. It did what it was supposed to do. But when I started fishing more current, and bigger boats and going further, I realized that my paddle was not doing me any favors. It wasn't until one day that I got to paddle with a good friend of mine's paddle, and that's the way it always starts, when you have a buddy that has something better than you, and you pick it up and you get hooked. But let me tell you why. This is the Bending Brances Angler Pro, and this is by far my favorite paddle. I love this, whether it's in the standard ferrule, so I can still use the Optimus stand-up paddle and push pole to go along with it, or if it's in the plus ferrule, which is really awesome to be able to adjust on the fly, up to 15 centimeters and move it around. I like that as well. But the main thing about this one is it's 104 square inches of non-flexing, non-moving, which translates to whatever I can generate in my Alabama soup bone is going to come out of this paddle. Now, for those of you that fish little ponds and don't go very far, that's no big deal. But you get behind a dam on a river, and you have to have every bit of torque and force that you can move, a big boat with a big butt in it. And this kind of paddle will make all the difference to you. Not only it's a light paddle, so it paddles well, but the main thing about me was being able to dig hard and not have any flutter, not have any flex. I wanted every bit of force that came out of my arm doing that work, and my chest muscles pulling this paddle, and this thing answers the call every time. And not only that, it is tough as woodpecker lips. I mean, they've been through pollen and oysters, they've been through rocks, you name it. These paddles have been down through from everywhere from the Everglades, up to the Tennessee rivers and out west of the Mississippi, and it is just an incredible paddle to me. Now, I can't sell you a paddle. I can't turn around and say, guys, this is what you've got to have. But I can promise you this: if you are starting out, get whatever paddle you can afford now. But one day, when your buddy is paddling with you, say, hey man, let me borrow that. Let me just see what it feels like. I promise you, you'll start thinking about it. If you're ever around me, ask me. I'll put it in your hand. This paddle is so worth it to me. They are so tough. They have been through so much, and they just keep asking for more. So if you see me on the water, an Angler Pro will be in my hand, one form or another.